Yeah, people are going to want to spend what they don't have to. So that's what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to watch Asmongold spend the money, and then I'm going to quickly explain the difference between the two different approaches to spending the money in this game, and why I think there's, you know, a healthy way and an unhealthy way, and why this game, I'll probably just edit this bit in that I've just said to you. Hi, I'm Scott, Ganji Kid. It's midnight, it's always midnight. This is your right ear, this is your left ear. Now I'm reacting to what it feels like to spend real money on Tower of Fantasy by Asmongold.
And I was like, yeah, it really was me. I did just do that. And, yeah, I'm serious. All right.
He was just saying his bank called him because he spent loads of money overnight and they wanted to know if it was him or not.
I wouldn't do that, I guess, content. You think I would do this if I wasn't streaming? I would never fucking do this. Let's go.
Right, one thing I would like to say, I'm just being a little bit facetious here, but I really do care about Asmongold. I like Asmongold, I think he's a great guy. So I'm going to be a little bit facetious, but I am going to say clear and outright right at the start. I do sometimes worry that Asmongold uses his stream as a mechanism. I'm kind of joking, but I'm kind of being serious here. As a mechanism for his gambling addiction, insofar as he says, I would never do this off stream. I'm not gambling. I think he actually likes it. He's done it loads. You can't do lots of gambling and not end up a little bit emotionally involved in it. That's how it gets you, isn't it? That's how it gets you. That's why they want you in for the free gambling in the casino. I'm never going to gamble as soon as I've left this casino, but while I'm in the casino, I'm doing a lot of gambling. It's not big money to him. It's a little thing for his stream. It's content. It's all that. But he gets to go through the process of gambling. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Come on, come on. Let's see if it wins. Oh, it's nothing to me. I'm not a big gambler though, but I'm just going to make a situation in my life where I can feel those feelings. And it becomes like important because it's my content, so I can't not do it. I just worry sometimes. I just worry, you know. Seems to focus a lot of his content on gambling at the moment.
Shop. Okay, so...
It's like watching someone that you know and care about do something that you know is damaging and dangerous. For me, that's how it feels a little bit, but let's see what goes on.
See what we've got here. Oh, this is a daily one. So you want to buy one of these every day? Wow. Okay.
So this is Tower of Fantasy system. It's confusing, but it's the same as Genshin Impact. You buy the crystals, you get the different bits and pieces, you transfer them into other bits and pieces, primos, gold nucleus, you know, you transfer them, you end up with your wishes, you spend your wishes, you don't get what you want, you get what you get, and you either enjoy that and crack on, or you spend more money rolling and rolling and rolling.
Okay, so red, do I want red boys or gold ones?
This is the gacha system.
Which ones do I want? Rookie, see, like, I don't know, monthly pass supply, like,
There's a big problem here immediately. Asmon wants to do this for his stream, to explore the monetization system, but he doesn't understand it yet. If he'd played Genshin Impact, he'd know all about what was going on, because it's just the same thing reskinned. I've never spent a penny in Genshin Impact, I've never needed to. Check out the previous video where I react to that first Asmongold thing. I'll give you a brief introduction. The concept here that I want to outline very clearly is everyone's going to be excited to buy early doors, special offers, get ahead, pay to win. If you don't know what you're buying, you don't know where the value is, you don't know if it's worth it, probably not a good idea to buy. If you don't understand the card game, don't sit down at the table. If you don't know how to put the chips on what the odds are in the roulette, don't start spinning that wheel. That's the first big mistake. And I think it's clearly one of the reasons they make it confusing. They make it confusing for another reason, which is that if you can turn your money into crystals and turn those crystals into gold and turn those gold into nuggets and turn those nuggets into chips, then eventually you lose track of what a chip is. It's a chip now, it's not money. It's a primo gem, it's not money. You lose track of the financial value and the real value, and you start spending without thinking as much because you're not able to track. You know, if you're spending actual pounds and dollars and cents, then it'd be a lot clearer. But there's a lot of options here. If you don't know what you're doing, it's probably not a good idea to start throwing money at it. Asmon's going to do it anyway for stream.
like, just, I gotta buy the red boys. Okay, pre-order 7 days in advance for $10 off. I don't have any I don't, how do I, oh, here we go, okay.
That looks just like Genshin Impact, doesn't it?
Alright, yeah, which one is 800% value? I like this. You know what? This is actually very ethical of them to do. It says, over on this one. game in moderation and spend within reason.
The joke here for me is, the tip should be, don't spend. Unnecessary. In this game it's a bit different because you're flexing on people and you've got the PvP, but don't spend. That would be my tip. They're telling you spend within reason. Spend. It's okay to spend. It's like a clever thing they put on there. Hello, Snips. The game seems to be a bigger risk for gambling than Genshin. Yeah, I'll quickly give you, because you're just arrived. Cut. To tell you what's going down. I've got a spider bite on my face. This is bad, right? It's really hot in the UK. It's too hot to stream. The family are coming over today for a bit of a barbecue. Yeah, you're right about the Tower of Fantasy. Tower of Fantasy is Genshin Impact reskin. Like, it's Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact was Breath of the Wild reskin as an online service game, wasn't it? And we looked at it, we played it, we've enjoyed it, we haven't spent any money. It hasn't really pushed us to spend money, has it? You know, if I really wanted that character, I could have lost my head, but I didn't. The end. Whereas this, you're actually playing, yeah, Tower of Fantasy, you're playing in an open world with other players, so you go against the boss as a crew, and then you're the best one in the crew because you've got the best sword and you've got the best characters because you spent all the money. So that's unfair, and everyone else looks at it and goes, oh, I wish I was like them. Oh, I can't be the leader of the gang. Oh, I'm not the cool one. So, you know, it's got that new pair of trainers, you know, oh, I need the new Nikes, oh, I need the new thing. In Fortnite, it doesn't make a difference what skin you wear, you're just playing Fortnite. It'd be like, in Fortnite, your skin made you better. Like, well, there you go, not good. Then it's got player versus player, and if you want to go on the leaderboard and the ranking board, a bit like Hearthstone, you have to spend the money outright to get the stuff so that you can be balanced competitive on the leaderboard, don't you? Then it's down to your skill after that. But the minimum spend on Hearthstone to get all the cards, as we explored recently, is probably about $100, $200, whereas this, it probably goes a lot bigger. And in player versus player, you are against each other, they equalise it. So I spent loads of money making my gun good, equalised, my gun is now the same as your gun, but you've got to have the gun. You can't play, if you do free-to-play, you know, I go in with my free-to-play squad, my wet boy, and it doesn't matter. My opponent has paid for all the good stuff, so they've like their guns are equalised. My gun shoots the same as their gun, but I've got the crappy bow and they've got the fucking super gun, so their gun is better. They put all the weapons up to the top rank, 5-star, you know, as if they'd been fully ascended for the player versus player. So it is totally pay to win. You can't exist on that leaderboard unless you have all the good stuff. In the long term, it would require more and more investment. Yeah, it's bad. But the reason these fellas are covering it is because it's an MMO, mass multiplayer online. They're all together like World of Warcraft, and that's their arena. They play those games, so they're all covering this new MMO gacha game. But really, we've come from Genshin Impact, we know what's going on from a different perspective, and I just reviewed a previous video where I went nuts because everything they like about this game, they're like, oh, the combat system feels good, and I like the way there's loads of chests and collectibles, and look, you can set this thing on fire, and I'm like, it's just fucking Genshin Impact, mate. It's just Genshin Impact. So with all that said, and with my spider bite on my face, yeah, people are going to want to spend what they don't have to. So that's what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to watch Asmongold spend the money, and then I'm going to quickly explain the difference between the two different approaches to spending the money in this game, and why I think there's, you know, a healthy way and an unhealthy way, and why this game, as I'll probably just edit this bit in that I've just said to you. In fact, why don't I just use this, because I've just said it all, haven't I? It's about social pressure, it's about peer pressure. Genshin Impact doesn't have that, because you're on your own in your little world enjoying yourself. As soon as you invite other people and you're in its open world with a whole group of people, I know Genshin Impact's got co-op, but it's not the same, you know. As soon as you're in with this whole big group of people, it's a totally different kettle of fish. So social pressure, peer pressure will exist, and that's the worst kind of pressure when it comes to feeling like you need to spend money. So I'm not down with Tower of Fantasy. I love the game style, I love the art style, and all. Everything they've lifted from Genshin Impact I think looks good. The things they've done on top, put it in space, a load of space junk lying around, player versus player, but it's like, you know, bring your best characters, massive open world with other people running around. Now imagine me enjoying my Genshin Impact, and as I go to fight my cool boss, there's another couple of people, they've got better swords and cooler characters, and they're jumping around and killing it for me. That sounds more fun, doesn't it? That sounds like more fun. No, if anything, it sounds like less fun. So to me, no. Well, let's watch Asmongold now and see him spend some money on his own credit card.
Okay, so we're gonna spend $100. I did it. I did it.
Right, first thing off as well, I would never conceive of spending that sort of money in Genshin Impact. I'll come to the end of what he does, I'll watch his pulls, and then I'll tell you about pulling. Alright? I'll tell you about the attitude to take. We'll watch his pulls, then I'll tell you about pulling.
I spent $100 on this stupid fucking game. Let's go. Let's see if I get the sword. Alrighty, boys, let's do it.
What Asmongold wants is the sword. Imagine on Genshin Impact you want Klee. You know, you want a particular character. Asmongold wants the sword. He wants Razor, or he wants Bedu. You know, he wants a big claymore sword. The irony is, in Genshin Impact, you actually get a great big sword character straight off with your free wishes first off, but you get Niall, don't you? But Asmon wants what he wants. He wants the sword character. So now he's going to try and buy it through the wish system.
Who's ready to get it twisted? Let's go. Alright. Big money, let's go, let's see it.
Is that purple? You saw it was purple?
Well, I already had that. That's not the sword.
He's done a 10 stack, look. Straight off, spent $100, done his first 10 stack. So on the pity timer, he's going to get the thing, isn't he? You know, 10 wishes equals one purple thing. He's doing what we did in the first, like, he's looking at crappy bows here. Do you remember Crappy Bow book? And we were like, is that good? Is that not good? He's looking for a big sword, he's not getting it, and he's thinking, God, each wish is bad. But he doesn't realise that they're supposed to be. You know, 10 wishes are going to be bad, aren't they? He's like, this isn't a sword. But he's laughing because he spent $100 on this. We did this on day one on Genshin, no money down. You don't have to do it, you can just do the free wishes. He hasn't...
No!
But yeah, this is what it's like to actually just spend money day one.
Oh my god, no! No! Wait, what's this? What's this? Wait, what did I get? What did I get? Okay, so I got a girl.
See now, I'll say this again, I worry about Asmongold, whether he's using his stream as a vehicle to furnish his gambling, like to get those feelings for gambling. This is what the gambling's like, isn't it? You go through all this crap that you don't want, and then you get, oh, I got a girl, I got one. You start focusing on the good thing. And actually, in Genshin Impact terms, he's got a character on that first full, you know, that seems quite good, isn't it?
What's the Staff of Scars? Okay, cool.
And a free-to-play player might get that far and just stop. That might be your free wishes, and you might say, right, I've got Staff of Scars now, let's see how to play a Staff of Scars build, and let's like have a go at my Staff of Scars. That's quite cool, you know, explore the character, use it a bit, you know, save up some more free wishes for your next run. Like, that might be it, mightn't it? But we, Asmon here, has spent $100, so it doesn't stop here.
Let's return. So, what do I get? I mean, like, I don't even... Bro, like, I don't know... I have literally no fucking idea. Like, there's like 7 different menus.
So he's looking at different banners, and he doesn't know which one to wish on. Big mistake, to wish your wishes away without knowing which thing... You know, without really understanding the mechanics of all these systems, to start throwing wishes at maybe the wrong thing. You might turn around and kick yourself later. That seems like a bit of a mistake, but it's for stream, so...
Alright. I'm gonna just stop. What do I do right now? Do gold. Okay. So I should use weapons galore, and I should fucking gamble on this one, right?
So he's going for the main banner, the special banner.
Call Rich? I don't need to call anybody. I'm gonna just get it. Okay, alright, I'm gonna buy these. So I buy these, I get it done,
Primos,
right?
but you spend your money.
Here we go, big money.
Primos.
Big money, let's go, come on. Come on, let's go, let's see it. Big money, let's go. Give me the sword. Give me the sword.
Give me this, it's gone purple, it's gone gold. He's got a legendary in that. Give me the sword he wants. Crappy bow. You know, we're going through them. This is what happens in Genshin. Oh, he's got a character. Ah, look at his face. Look at his big smile. He'll never concede this, but look at his big smile. Look, cat girl with a bum. Look at his big smile. That's a real smile. He likes them.
Oh my god.
That's to actually. This is body language. Quick body language. He covers his face like a naughty child He doesn't want his actual emotion to show through. He likes it. And he likes winning, and he likes the cat girl.
God. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I got the cat girl.
Oh, 2 characters in this pool.
Oh wow. I got her again. But okay. But where's the sword?
But where's the sword? Yeah, where's my key?
This not. Where's the sword?
Look at that! Look at that! That cat girl was a gold. She's a legendary. You got a, you know, you hit like that's a really good pull, isn't it? Really. You got another Staff of Scars to add to the one you got, which will probably improve it in some way. And then you've got this. Like, if you were doing Genshin Impact, you'd look at that and you'd be like, brilliant. Like, first pull on the big banner, and I got this gold one. Like, this is brilliant. The game creators are smart. They'll hack in and give Asmon what he wants. Yeah, hopefully they were doing that to me. I've always been asking for streamer luck. But look, he spent money and he's got something good. Now again, this is where as a free-to-play player, you would stop and say, right, I'm going to play her, Shiro, for a good while now. I've got my new character. She's a legendary. Let's go with that. Like, it's like Lucky Dip. I'm going to explain this concept a bit more in a big waffle. Well, not a big waffle because I'm trying to make this short, so maybe I'll just bang it out now, eh? In the world, you don't always get what you want. Yeah, you get that system. In the world, you don't always get what you want. When I was a kid, we had Kinder Eggs. You've probably seen these. Kinder Egg. It's an egg. It's a chocolate egg. It's got a surprise in it. It's got a toy. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You open your egg, you get your toy. Oh, that. Oh, that looks good. I want the car. I want the car. But when I open my egg and I get my toy, what comes out? It's not the car. I'm not suggesting you go and buy these. These are worse than gacha games. Well, actually, you get the toy. It's a little plastic bit of shit that ends up in the ocean. It's rubbish. Look. There, look, I've got the bike instead. So what do? Do I buy 10 more Kinder Eggs until I get the car? No, because my mum only gave me like £1 for 1 Kinder Egg when I was a kid. I bought the 1 Kinder Egg. I ate the chocolate. That was guaranteed. That's in the bank. That's yours. That's safe. You eat the chocolate. That's in the bank. That's yours. That's safe. That's guaranteed. You take that home. That's safe. But what's in the egg, not guaranteed. You get what you get. And then you enjoy it. You play with it. You break the wheel off, end up throwing it in the bin. It ends up in the sea. A seagull eats it and feeds it to a baby seagulls, and they choke on it and die. Circle of life. That's what it's like for plastic rubbish. But, that's Lucky Dip. You get what you get, and you enjoy it. You're not a millionaire. You're not made of money, nor is your mom. Your mom's not a millionaire. She's not made of money. You get one thing. You had the Lucky Dip, and you got what you got, yeah? Lucky Dip. Oh, look. There you are. That's a Lucky Dip. Boys and girls. I don't know. Sexist Lucky Dip. Very sexist Lucky Dip. But they used to do that in my school as well, because the girls would get sort of feminized toys, and the boys would get guns and knives, and the girls would get like home pregnancy tester kits and shopping bags probably. So that's, you pay your $1, you put your hand in, you pull it out, and that's what you've got. It could be a rubber snake, or it could be like, a tramp's eyeball. Whatever you get is what you've got. And that's that, and you play with that, and that's your toy. What you don't do is you don't steal your mom's credit card and have 20 goes on the Lucky Dip until you'd exhausted everything out of the Lucky Dip, do you? And if you want to play the Lucky Dip again, after a while, after you've saved up your pocket money, which is unlikely with the Lucky Dip. With the Kinder Eggs, they're always there in the shop. The Lucky Dip's gone because it's only a fate. It's only there seasonally. Anyway, but you want to play again, you go back to that gacha machine, you put your pocket money in maybe weekly. You don't get your pocket money every day, do you? You get it weekly. So at this point, most people would stop. At this point, I see you in chat here, Snips, but I'm going to just try and drive on with my points so I don't have to edit this very much. But $500 on mom's card, oopsie. Yeah, shit like that, yeah. But in this game, you spend your 3 wishes, you do your Lucky Dip, and you just stop. That's what, most of us in the world are used to. But obviously there's this compulsion for people, isn't there? The way they do it, the whales, where they don't have to stop. They can exhaust the Lucky Dip. They can keep spending. They can buy all the Kinder Eggs and open them all and gorge on all the chocolate. And then they've got all these little, toys kicking around. Do you know what I'm saying? For most of us though, the healthy way, the correct way, the way we're living is you don't have the money to spend on this shit, so you just do one lucky dip, you get your chakram of the seas, and you think, fucking hell, that's good, legendary. Legendary. If I'm playing Hearthstone, I open up a legendary and a card pack, I think, wow, I'm not made of money, I better start building a deck around this. You know, you open up your legendary, better example might be, Diablo's a terrible example, isn't it? But, you know, you get a legendary weapon in that, you start building your character around that skill, or, you know, there you are, that's the one you got. This is not World of Warcraft where you build a character, then you go and get your legendary weapon for that character. In this, you've got your luck of the draw, and that's what you've drawn. You can't trade it in, you can't, that's yours now, that's it. But Asmongold's going to take this to the next step. And that's what I think is, this is the difference between healthy and unhealthy. Maybe people want to spend $10, $20 on a computer game monthly or whatever. That's okay, I think. Most of us me over the years, I've spent, like, I used to buy computer games outright and own them. But I spent my money on computer games. So it's a similar sort of thing, isn't it? But, you know, if this is where you want to spend, okay, you've done your lucky dip, that's what you've got, you spent a bit of money. It doesn't have to go on forever though. That's the next step, is the unhealthy thing. The next step is what you can do if you're a millionaire or a streamer, or if you're on a loop head with a credit card, or if you just got a bit more and you just have a bit less here, or opportunity cost, whatever. The next bit is where it starts getting a bit sketchy for me. But let's watch him do it and see how it goes.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Oh my god. Look at that. That's worth $500? That might be better than the sword, really? I might have to try it. That's... Do
you remember when I got my first character in Genshin? I remember when I got Wetboy in Genshin Impact, and Juzzy in chat said, don't worry, like, because I was really disappointed because I was looking for something different. When Juzzy told me in chat that Wetboy was a good character, I was like, okay, so it tempers my disappointment. I'll play with Wetboy then. I'll you know, build with him and let's go. And it turned out to be really good. So that's what you do, yeah.
It's big money. That's a 0.3% drop? That's easy for me to get.
Like, he just got really lucky. He just got his legendary in the first, like, 10 pulls or whatever.
I use something like, whenever I play these games, the reason why I don't gamble is not because I lose, it's because I win too much. It wouldn't be fair for the casino. So I didn't get it, though. Do I buy another one? Like, I don't know. I fuck it, I pull it again? That's it, I literally just do it again. Alright!
Now this is where you don't, isn't it? So the calm, relaxing music of Genshin Impact's gonna have to just come down a bit, because this is starting to get less than calm and relaxing. It's starting to get a little tense for me now. This is where you don't, oh, don't do that, don't do it again, you've just won.
Let's go!
What could be better than winning? Winning twice? Losing the second time.
Come on, please.
It's purple. You're getting something every 10 pulls.
Nope, I don't want it. Big money. Nope, I don't want it.
Yep, crappy bow, crappy book.
Oh, wait, what the fuck?
Every 10 pulls you get a character, so now I see it differently, because I used to do my pulls in 1s and 2s on Genshin Impact as a free-to-play player. On this, I see if you're putting in the big money and you're doing it every 10, suddenly a character's every 10. It's every time I press the button. It's not in, a purple's not good. I want the gold. So like, every time I press the button, I'm getting a purple anyway. It's like a purple pressing button, isn't it? So suddenly it takes the joy out of the... Again, he's on his third... This is his first day on the game. He's pulled 1, 2, a legendary. This is like third different character. I imagine that on day 1 of Genshin Impact. Fucking hell. And he's not happy.
She's got a, what's that, a super soaker. Holy shit. So I got that. That's big good. Skip? I'm not skipping. Fuck you, bitch.
Watch how quickly this changes. I'm not skipping. I want to see each one. I want to see each one.
Come on, give me the money.
He wants to do them individually, really.
Show
me the money, show me the money. He wants to do them individually because he wants the feeling of opening those individually and doing the gamble.
Okay.
He's getting that feeling like he's doing this. That gambling feeling. This is what he does when he feels the anxiety for gambling. I think that's a natural response.
Rolling on the wrong banner. I don't even know what a banner is. So how could I roll on the wrong banner?
But as we know, there might not be anything else good in here. Bro,
I just don't see what sword.
Yeah, it's your 10.
So
You got
I
your
got
purple.
a perpy boy.
Perpy girl, actually.
But I don't care about this girl.
So he doesn't want it. His character doesn't want. Now, this is a different attitude, isn't it? All of a sudden, now you're spending money. That I said at the start, the lucky dip, you pull out that and you think, wow, I've got a character. It's Hilda. Oh, wow, let's go with Hilda. Let's see what Hilda's like. No, you've lost all that now. All that joy, of that free-to-play joy of a new character, a new thing. Actually, you know, quite good luck getting your characters in your pools, isn't it? Like all that's gone. And he's got a legendary, and he doesn't even want it. He wants the one with the big sword. So he's got his eye on something he wants, and he's going to try and gamble his way through to it, or pay enough money till he gets it. This isn't a shop like that. See, I was going to elucidate you. I'm going to elucidate you now on something, make things clear for you, elucidate something for you. This is not a shop like that. This is not a transactional direct, here's my money, give me what I want. That's why you don't get what you want. That's why it's a mistake to keep putting money in until you get what you want, because this is not that system. It might look a bit like it, but it's not. This is as you pay your money, it's a Kinder egg, you get what you get. And every time you do, you still get, you don't go in the shop and say, look, I really want a toy car in my Kinder egg. So if I buy 10, can you make sure there's a toy car in this 10th one? They'll say, no, absolutely, I can't. Just buy as many as you want to buy and it's up to you. Like, do you know what? It's a bit like life, isn't it? You don't always get, you get what you get. You don't always get what you choose. So I think the lesson here is to start enjoying what you get and not put the money in. But the other way to go, you start putting the money in, you stop enjoying what you get, because now you want this next step up, this ever increasing or ever decreasing chance of getting it is the thing you're ever more striving for. It takes away the joy. And when you get it and it's not quite the thing, not the sword, he's already had a legendary. He's already had one and he's not happy. So spending the money didn't make him happier. It's made him less happy.
So now what? Wait. Oh, she can be on that. Bro, she can be on. See, you can get it. You can get it. It says you can get it.
Classic gacha mechanic that he's falling for here. I don't know, is he falling for it, or is he playing a... is he playing a character here? Because it says you can get it. Yeah, it says you can get it 0.75%. On the banner, they show you the big picture. He's already got the one with the big picture. He's already got the big picture one. On the banner, they show you the big picture. That's not what you can actually get. What you actually get, like, that's 0.7% of the time. So 99% of the time, 99.15% of the time, you get all this other shit. But they don't show you the pictures of that. That's the way it goes out of balance in your brain. But look, oh, you can get it. Here it is, the rosy edge, the sword. That's what he wants.
Let's go.
Let's go. He wants Meryl, the rosy edge. Let's go again then.
All right, big money. Come on, give it to me.
And at this point, you're now like, please, 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 desperate for, hoping because you don't want to keep spending the money, get the thing you want. This is the gambling. This is the gacha mechanic. This is the gambling. This is getting your emotions twisted in. They talk about getting it twisted, meaning spending a lot of money on the gambling, running after your losses, getting it twisted. But actually, I believe also it means getting your emotions twisted in it. If you remember, hello, Killer Quinn. I'll talk to you directly in just a second about your question about Tower Fantasy. Let me just finish my point so I don't have to edit everything out. I'm going to bang this one up on YouTube for a reaction video. Is that when your emotions are tied in with it, that's when you're lost. That's when it's got you. That's when you start feeling that emotional, psychological dopamine thing. So what I did in Genshin Impact that one time was I pressed that wish button until I didn't care anymore, and then said, look, it doesn't matter if I get a crappy bow or something good. It doesn't mean anything to me in my heart. Like, my emotions and my worries and my wishes and my hopes are not tied into this button on this game. Like, in fact, this button on this game is most likely to disappoint me if I do that. So I'm going to live in a world where I expect crappy bow every time, not prepared to spend money on crappy bows every time. Why would I want 10 crappy bows? I'm not going to buy 10 more wishes. But if you give me free wishes, I'll play your little free-to-play wish system, and if I get something good, I'll feel really good about it. So that was my attitude to that. I was able to psychologically detrain myself from enjoying the wishing. I think what's going on here is you're losing yourself in the psychological manipulation of the gamble. And I think Asmon is partly... This is why I honestly worry about him. He might not wish off... he might not gamble off stream. But streaming's quite a big part of his life, and he's spending quite a big, emotional spend on this process for content. ostensibly, but he's still doing that, so he's still engaged in the process, and that's a worry. It's like saying to somebody, I'm going to do something really dangerous for content, but don't worry, off stream I don't do this dangerous thing. Yeah, but you're still doing it there on stream now, so it's still dangerous for you to be engaged in the process. You see what I'm saying? Killer Quinn, are you going to try Tower Fantasy? I'm prepared to try it, but from what I can see, it's switching me off. It's switching me off. The things that are switching me off are everything that's good about it is Genshin Impact. And I love Genshin Impact so far, so I'm quite happy to carry on loving Genshin Impact. Everything that's good about it appears to be lifted from Genshin Impact. The things that are different, the fact that it's an online MMO, so everyone else is running around in the same world as you, not a big fan of. Myself, if everyone's beating up the boss but they've got better swords because they've paid more money, I'm not going to enjoy that. If everyone's got the better characters and I don't because I haven't, there's like this added in-world peer pressure to spend money. I don't like that. The PvP system is not fair and balanced. Everything is fair and balanced within PvP, but you've got to have the things to bring to the table. If you want to play as a certain character in PvP, you can't just choose it like Street Fighter 2. You have to have the character to go into PvP. So there will become a time when the meta becomes something that I have to chase through money. I'm not prepared to do that. So the big things that are different are things that I'm switched off from. The other thing that's big and different is the art style, the space thing, the guns. It's like Genshin Impact, beautiful, serenity, countryside, landscapes, natural world is Genshin Impact, and the combination with Genshin Impact is that you, the character, interact with that natural world through elemental reactions. So you are like part of nature, aren't you? Electricity, water, fire, like these elements intertwined through nature. It's a very cohesive it's not just an art style, but it's an atmosphere that's created through that cohesion. There is a little bit of tech in the game, but it's not overloaded with it, a bit like Breath of the Wild. Whereas this game is like that, but you've dropped space rocks on it, and you've dropped space junk everywhere, and there's a giant robot monster, and whilst I approve of killing robots instead of killing animals and living sentient beings, I approve of that, it just feels a bit like two things mashed together. Like, you've taken the beautiful world of Genshin Impact and you've crashed a big space world onto it. So I don't know if I think there's such cohesion in that art style. The grasses, the trees, just straight out of Genshin Impact. And then this other mechanical stuff butchered on top. So my opinion is the game's not really the same with Genshin. I already played the story, it's kind of not bad. Yeah, it might not be really the same as Genshin Impact, but you can see there is a lot of similarities, isn't there, really? It looks like they've said, right, let's take Genshin Impact as a start point, let's improve on the things that we want to improve on, let's add some things we want to add, let's make it an MMO, and away we go sort of thing. And the fighting looks like Honkai Impact. I've not played that, but it looks quite interesting in lots of different ways. But the problem for me is there's going to be a social pressure to spend money simply because of the nature of the way the game works. And I don't want to be involved. I don't want to walk around in a world where I'm looking at everyone wearing their Versace trainers and I have to wear a fucking pair of, I don't know what in your particular neck of the woods the cheapest trainers are, but, I have to wear a pair of non-brand, normal, shoes from the local sports shop because I can't afford to wear all these Versace clothes, and everyone else is going, and the Versace people are all smashing up the bosses ahead of me, and I don't want to live in that peer pressure world, and I'm not interested in pay to win or pay to access peer versus peer combat. If the PvP combat is predicated on, if you don't have this character, you're not going to do as well. How'd you get that character? The gacha system. Right, well, fuck it. I'm not interested. I don't want to be in that world. Don't want to invest my time in that world. They're obviously not investing their... they obviously don't care about me and my emotions as much as they care about my money. And there is a gacha system in Genshin, but it's not been heavily predatory toward me. I've never felt to use it. I've been free to play all the free to play all the way, and I've really enjoyed it. So at the moment, I feel just like, why would I want to change? It's a new shiny thing. I'm interested in it. I'm looking at it now. But in terms of will it become my new game that's my new big thing, no, I don't think so. I can see that from here. But I'm prepared to play it on stream and have a look at it, absolutely. But I don't want to neglect Genshin on that front just because there's a new shiny. It's like having like Genshin, it's like having a really great life partner that you really, care for and enjoy your time with. And then someone new and sexy comes around the corner and you're like, oh, you stay at home for a while. I'm just off out on a date with this new sexy person. And like when you come back to Genshin, they're not even going to be cross because they're a computer game. So But you're allowed to do that in the world of computer games. You're not allowed to do that in relationships. Silly analogy. Anyway, let me get back on reacting to this because my family are going to be round. It's really hot in the UK. I have to do a really quick stream. I've had a bite on my face from a spider. So I'm going to react to this and then we're going to get out of here.
Okay, cool.
Space Amber there.
All right, come on. It's the Flash.
They tell him here it's the Flash.
I didn't really see it.
Now he realises that you don't have to wait for these individually once you've seen that purple. Oh look, you got 2 characters in that one. Lucky fucker.
Right, so I got the girl again, I got her again. Okay, so how do I buy another one?
So could you imagine that? Could you imagine me free to play in Genshin Impact saying, let's do 10 wishes. We've got 2 characters. And sometimes I get duplicates and then saying, oh, that was disappointing. Let's do 10 more. Like fucking hell.
So I just buy this, right? Check more
Because now he's chasing the sword girl.
info on red. Okay. Oh, so I could get her on that too. Oh, that'd be cool if I got this guy.
Do you have the money?
That'd be badass. But I want the sword. Like, I've already decided I'm gonna get the sword.
Your friend got 2 gold characters in 10 multiples and the pity system's not reset. Yeah, that's true. It's a better pity system, but it doesn't have to have one at all. Like, if you want a game like where I don't mind spending a little bit of money on a game. I feel aggrieved that money makes the difference in terms of your competitive advantage. That seems ridiculous. But in Hearthstone, you know, you buy the cards so you can play the cards, but there should be a cap, a limit, and this can get out of hand. Like, there's no limit, no cap, it can just get out of hand. Really, I'd much prefer it to say, I'm going to pay £40 for this game, and during the course of 2 weeks, I will earn the characters by unlocking them through my gameplay, or, you know, each character is £6, you buy a subscription and you pay £6 for a character, you know, you buy them outright, that's fine. £600 and you might not get it, not fine, not fine. This is the problem, is here what Asmon's, like I said earlier in this stream though, get what you get, enjoy it, fine. Get your 2 gold characters, just go with that. Don't spend more money, enjoy it. Spend a little bit if you want and have your character and move on. But chasing something that you can't buy directly, it's like going into I don't eat McDonald's burgers, I eat vegan, so I wouldn't go into McDonald's, but it's like going into McDonald's and saying, I'd like a Big Mac please, and them saying, we don't have that system anymore, give me your money and you see what you get. So you give them the money and you open your bag and it's the chicken burger, and you go, I don't want the chicken burger, and they say, well, are you going to eat the chicken burger or are you going to buy another one? And you go, right, I'm going to buy another one, and then you buy another one, you open it up and it's the quarter pounder, and you go, I don't want the quarter pounder. So now you've got 2 burgers. Are you going to eat those 2 burgers or are you going to buy another one? So you buy another one. No, most people would say, look, I'm going to have to eat these 2 burgers I've got because fucking hell, I just paid for them and here they are, sweating my hands up. Like, you'd eat the burger. You wouldn't keep throwing burgers in the bin until you get the sword. In fact, you wouldn't go into that shop. You'd say, fuck this. I wanted a fucking burger and you're not giving it me. So I'm going to go in the other shop where I can just choose off the menu. And then you go in the other shop, and the other shop says, what do you want? And you say, I'd like a Big Mac burger. And they say, you can't have that in here, it's Burger King. You go, fucking hell. But you know what I'm saying? You get your thing that you pay for off the menu. This is not that. So Asmon is chasing the sword. He's in the wrong shop. That's the problem. And for anyone that wants something specific in any of these games, and the problem with this one, Tower of Fantasy, is through the meta, through playing with people online, you're going to create a peer pressure system to want a certain thing. It's simply going to be the case. Something's going to be the best. You're going to get through the game quicker. People are going to want to play with you more because you beat the boss quicker for them and you can carry them around, and you're going to do better on PvP because you're in on day one with the best character, and like all of that. Like, you can't guarantee it. You can never buy the thing. So fuck that. Fuck that. They're screwing me. It's like going into McDonald's, giving them the money. I want a Big Mac, they give me the chicken burger, and I say, I'm never fucking coming here again. Fuck you and your stupid system. That's what should be happening here. As great as it looks, as fun as it looks, all of that, it doesn't matter about any other aspect of the game. It doesn't matter about any, like, McDonald's can serve the most wonderful, but they don't. They're fucking horrible. I'm vegan. But, you know, they can have the tastiest burgers, the nicest seats, the best straws. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't get it You don't have that. You pay money and you don't get what you want. So, oh, this one's a bag of chips this time. Oh, I got the chips again. Oh, I got the fucking fries again. Oh, you know, I got 6 bags of fries before. And like, fuck that. Anyone who's going into that restaurant isn't off their heads, isn't that? Aren't they really? Like, you wouldn't go and spend money for that. Maybe you would. Maybe that's the future of fast food. I want a kebab, please. Oh, I got the chips again. Can I take it back? No, you can't. You have to eat your chips now. Or you can play again. Like, fucking hell. I wouldn't be up for that. So I'm not up for that. But if you change the system where I could just buy things outright, then at least, you know, it's like, it's more fun to win it than it is to outright buy it. Maybe for some people, but not for me. You know, the opposite is true for me. Like, I wouldn't find it fun spending money on burgers until I got the one I want.
And also, like, I'm already, like, almost capped on this, so, like, I'll just do it. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Red has better rates. If I... Alright, let's... Alright, here we go. So that's... So, like, is that red or gold? Oh, that was gold. What's that? That was gold right there, right?
Imagine that. Imagine pumping money into Genshin Impact and getting gold after gold and just not caring.
That shit was...
Not even knowing because it's day one. Not even knowing how good... Like, really, if you were to play that game... Doesn't matter what I've said about it. If you were to play Tower of Fantasy now for the next 2 years, you'll look back on this video and say, wow, I got really lucky on day one with all this gold flying around.
Gold! Alright. Yo. Here we go.
But it's not really lucky because you paid $100 for
Come
it.
on, give it to me. Give it to me, motherfucker. Come on.
Look at him.
Come on. Oh, bitch!
Now, is that an honest reaction, or is he just doing that for stream? I worry about Asmongold getting emotionally intertwined with this gambling.
Come on. Oh, bitch! Maybe I get 2. Maybe I get 2. Maybe I get 2. I get 2 at a time. Come on.
He did get 2.
I'm not gonna get it, am I? Oh.
And he's disappointed.
Come on. Alright.
Crappy boat.
I'll move it up so y'all can see the
Look at that again, look at that!
I'm gonna put it up here so
Second one, it's the same one again, it's a bit of a, you know, bit of a cock in the eye there, isn't it? But
fucking, like, which one I get. Alright, so I got one gold boy right there.
another gold girl, mate. Gold girl, sexist. But,
okay.
what we're gonna do, we're not gonna go again.
Do it again, right?
No.
So wait a second, so like, let me do the math on this. So if you buy 6.4K for $100, each one of these pulls is about $22. So I'm spending $22.
Spending $22 every 10 pulls, about the same as Genshin, £2.50 a wish in Genshin. Killer Quinn saying you'd spend money on Genshin rather than this. Genshin's worth more than this. I'll tell you what, I don't know how old you are, Killer Quinn, or where you're from in the world. I'm not going to ask you personal questions to elucidate you. I said elucidate twice on stream today. I'm not going to ask you personal questions to get you to reveal your personal information online. That's not what I'm about. But I've played enough games in my life and spent enough money in my life to know that some of the things that I really thought were worth it, maybe 5 years ago, I'm not still investing time and money in now. Hearthstone was one of those things. We had a little return to that recently, and it's a different stream. We've got to talk about it. But once you've spent the money now, if you've not got something, like there's a lot of other hobbies we can... I love gaming. Don't get me wrong, I love gaming. The hardware, I've still got my Xbox, I've still got my N64, I've still got my N64 cartridges. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've got them, but the stuff that I spent on, like, on the Mac, for example, I played Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic back in the day. That's gone. That's gone. It's all gone. Doesn't exist to me anymore. Spent the money, had the fun at the time. Bear in mind, Genshin might be like that. You might spend money on it and conceive it being worth it. You might enjoy it at the time. But I've not spent any money on Genshin, and I'm getting lots of enjoyment. And when it's all said and done, in 5-10 years' time, I'm going to look back and say, you know what? Genshin was a load of fun. Do you know what? I never got Kamisato Ayaka. But fuck it. I don't care. But if I spend £200, £500 chasing Kamisato Ayaka, £1,000 chasing her, I might look back in 10 years' time and say, do you remember that point in my life where I spent all my money on Genshin Impact and it made a massive detriment to my life, and I've got Kamisato Ayaka, but I don't care. I wish I'd not spent all that money. You see what I'm saying? So I think you've got to be really careful. I think if you've got a little bit of disposable income that you want to spend on the things you enjoy, and the things you enjoy are going to the cinema, you can't keep the cinema, so you know what? You don't get to keep the popcorn. Yeah, I get it. You do eat the popcorn, it's gone, yeah. But like, if you want to buy the movie on DVD, whatever, yeah, I get it. You know, spend your money on the entertainment the way you like, fine. But this is set up like a gambling system. Like the way you spend money in Genshin is to gamble it for this stuff. It's not the same as going in the shop. Like I said, there are other ways of spending money in a similar space, computer games, whatever, hobbies, that you might get more value out of in the long run, long-term value. The short term, like drugs, is you smoke it and it's gone and it's enjoyable at the time, but the long term might not be the same. So I'd just be careful to temper your hopes and spending around anything like this. Certainly with a gacha system, like I was saying earlier, where you don't go in the shop and get what you pay for, it's tilted in an unfair way against you. So maybe it's not the best place to spend your money. And if you then develop some sort of emotional enjoyment out of the button press, the hope, the wish, the rush, if you develop that feeling, you connect those feelings together in your heart and your brain and your life, then it might be that the next time you walk past some opportunity to gamble, it seems more appealing to you. There might be a knock-on effect that you don't see, so I'd be careful about that as well. That's what I think about this, but everyone's free to do what they want, and certainly I'm not talking like if I was a millionaire, maybe my perspective on this, spending a couple $100, would be different, but it's not. And Asmongold full well knows that now he is a millionaire, it doesn't necessarily change your perspective on spending a couple $100 when you know how much a couple $100 means to people who don't have a couple $100. Even though he's a millionaire, he understands the value in, it's what you could spend the money on. If you spent $100, it's not a lot of money in the big scheme of things, but it's what you could have spent it on instead, and what value you could have got out of that. You know, what you could have, like buying the computer, brilliant choice for me. Buying the computer was a brilliant choice. Spending money on Genshin Impact, if I'd spent money on it, I wouldn't have the computer. Look at it like that.
For this is dumb. Let's go. Let's do it.
At least Asmon is now thinking this is dumb. He's doing it again.
So that one's purple, so that means I lose, right?
And you're saying in chat there, Snippies, don't worry about him, he's got plenty of money. The thing I worry about is when you make the emotional attachment to the gambling, then the money becomes irrelevant. This is how people lose a lot of money in gambling, is that you become addicted to gambling itself, and then you have to gamble increasingly larger amounts of money to provide that feeling. So at the moment, this is providing that feeling for him. But when it's done, where's the next thrill coming from? And if you become attached to this kind of thrill, it could lead down a path where money becomes, like when you've got a lot of money, you just bet bigger. Do you know what I mean? So it could be that that's an issue in the longer term. It might not be. Obviously, Asma might be fine with this. It's just something that, as an anxious person, I worry about because I care about the chap.
I can auto lose. Like I automatically lose. Okay.
So now he's discovered that if you hit purple, which I still think is good because you get a character, it's an automatic lose because it's not the sword.
So now I'm going to get it like 100%, right? Because I've got this one here. Yeah, I get
so now he skipped through an entire pool there. 10 pools gone.
All right, big one.
Here's another 20 quid.
Please.
I mean, he's already burning through money that is not sensible.
But this one says purple. Oh, there. Now it says yellow. All right, here we go. Come on, please, just give me the sword. Just give me the fucking sword, man. Just give me the fucking sword. Come on, right? Oh, that's not the sword. Alright, come on, please give me the fucking sword. Just give it to me right now. I need the sword. Oh my god, that's not it. Please give me the fucking...
I don't know if he's acting here, but if you are going through those feelings of please give me, remember I did that stream where I fucking hammered that button until I didn't feel that anymore. I wasn't like please this, please that. I was like, it's just going to be something rubbish. Just forget it. Get your emotion in your mind out of that, because there's the danger. So...
The sword. Please just give me the fucking sword right. Okay, that one's not it. Alright, it's not going to be the cat girl. It's going to be Meryl. 100%. Watch. It's right here.
It's like being some kind of zen.
It's the next one.
You know, it's like being... The way you have to do this this system. It's like being some kind of Zen. You know, everything is nothing. If a tree falls to the ground and there's nothing around, everything is meaningless. Everything's good. You know, I'm not.
Oh fuck! I got the guy.
What?
Damn.
Didn't he just say he wanted that streamer?
Damn, yo, I got the scythe dude.
You got the scythe dude.
Holy fuck. All right, so do I? That's good, man.
Look, of course it's good.
That's big good. Look at that. Holy shit.
But you did spend more than $100, didn't you?
I'm balling? Yeah. Actually worth it? Yeah, that was totally worth $100. All right, I guess I'll do 2 more. I'll do 2 more.
Two more, still chasing the sword.
Come on.
At what point do you stop and say, look, this is what it's give me? I've got 6 chicken burgers here in my McDonald's bags. I'm not having a Big Mac today. I'm eating chicken burgers. Not that I would, because I'm vegan.
So since it rolled purple, like so that means it's automatically bad, right? It's like automatic L? Okay, alright, automatic L. Alright. Okay, so should I do it again? Do I do it again? Yeah, okay.
No. No.
Here we go. This is the last one.
And bear in mind, I've been through this on Genshin Impact. I saved up all my free wishes, and we did about 180, didn't we? So I've been through this on Genshin Impact, but I got them all free.
Oh, fuck, bro. I feel like I've gotten lucky already, though. Like, I don't even feel bad, because I do feel like I've gotten lucky. Alright, let me see what it's like. How do I teleport around?
So you're going to play the game in a minute, and we'll have a look at this scythe boy. I'll take your comments quickly. I'm saying you could go to the high roller blackjack table for the next feeling. I'm saying that $100 here to him used to be like big money, like a week's eating. Like, you know, he came up hard, let's just say that. So, like, you know, $100 would have made a big difference on any given day.
You write born to kill on your helmet and you wear a peace button. What's that supposed to be, some kind of sick joke?
I think I was trying to suggest something about the duality of man, sir.
Got to change that Tippy's noise. I'll address your Tippies in just a second. Let me finish what I'm saying. I'm saying that he come at what given point in his life that was worth a lot of money, and now he's at some point in his life where, like, if little Asmongold were to see him now dropping $200, $400, $500 on a video game, like in this way, he'd be disgusted. And he's doing it for content, and he's in a different place, whatever. He's now entered a different realm where, in his mind, that $100 is not big because he's a millionaire or whatever the reasons. It's not big money anymore. It's the same money. It's just he's changed his perspective on it. So what I'm saying is, now when he goes, let's say, there's a casino event at a thing he's at, it's not like he has to go to the casino deliberately to become a gambler, but he walks past the blackjack table and people are saying, do you want a game? You know, it's casino night. Asmongold doesn't go in there and spend $5 on the game now. He goes in at 100 because that's his small change money for his little, you know, he's changed his thinking. And then, you know, 100 doesn't do much because you win 200 back. Well, so what? 200's nothing to me. I'm a millionaire. Where's the buzz? So what big... It's just it's the same as going up in World of Warcraft and Genshin Impact or anything like this. Our stats get bigger. Our ability to hit gets bigger. You put a 0 on the end, and you do it with the enemies. The enemies get bigger. You make their stats bigger health bars, but you're doing the same thing. On day 1, you're hitting that hilly chill 6 times and then it's dead. On day 301, you're hitting that hilly chill with a much bigger sword for like 300 damage, but the hilly chill's got loads more health and it's a level 80, and you have to hit it 6 times and then it's dead. It's the same thing, but with bigger zeros on the end. So nothing changes in terms of the feeling of gambling to the gambler unless you increase those zeros to the point where you've got the feeling. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that feeling of risk and whatever. So I think that it just changes his premise. It sets him on a road where before $100 he would never have conceived of putting it on a blackjack table. It would have been a fucking like insanity to him. But now you will put $100 on the blackjack table and let it go. Like so, you know, there's something different there, isn't there? And that's, you know, that's the system of getting people to gamble bigger and bigger, you know, bits of money when they've got bigger bits of money. Why spend money on tower when you can tip a streamer? Exactly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm going to go and put that straight on the horses. No, but you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's like still massive, important. Like, you know, we're building a little cash kitty to do things within life, and it. You know, to me, although it's a stream and it's content and it shows people what it's like to spend the money and all this, and some people have got more, and some, it still to me feels a bit wrong. It just feels a bit instinctively wrong to watch someone who understands these concepts still go ahead and do it.
Yeah, how do I get back over to where I was at?
So I'm not going to go on for ages now. He does a few more pulls. He never gets the sword, but he's got this thing.
What the fuck? Y'all see that damage? That's insane, man. All right, I'll do one more of the weapons. I'll see if I get the sword. Can't believe we've come as far with Asmon. I mean, like, I just do this for fun. The moment I fucking turn the stream off, I'll never do this again.
The moment I turn the stream off, I'll never do this again. Except, said that about Diablo, and then now we're doing it again on this new stream. So I understand he probably won't want to allow this world of gambling and, you know, whatever else comes with it into his day-to-day life. He probably doesn't have a betting app on his phone, but out of all the things, you know, there's lots of people doing lots of gambling in the world, and you do or don't have the choices to do whatever you want, and it might be content, and it might be this and that, it might be a choice. I just worry that, you know, it's become a choice that he's chosen. Winning at the £5 table is probably not as dramatic as winning at the high roller table. Yeah, exactly, that's how they get you. It's the risk reward has to, you know, there has to be that risk. So the more you have to risk. It's the same. It's always the same. I'll tell you why it's always the same. If I go into the blackjack room now and I put 10 grand on black, that's like near enough all I've got. So I'm risking everything. Yeah. Let's say I put it on and I win and I'm like a million. I put it on the 0 and it wins and I'm a millionaire now. I've got £1 million. And I'll go gambling next week. 10 grand's nothing, so I'm not really playing. I have to put the million on to get the same feeling. Let's say I lose it all. I've got nothing. I'm down to nothing. Like, someone gives me £10 on the way out and says, I saw you lose £1 million there, mate. Here's £10, buy yourself a drink. Fucking hell. So now I've got £10. That's all I've got. If I want that same feeling from the casino and I gamble 50 pence or £1, I don't get the same feeling. I have to gamble the £10. It's always all you've got, or whatever percentage of that makes enough risk that you feel the risk to the reward, and, you know, whatever percentage that is has to be meaningful. So whatever stage of life you're at, like, he's only doing little money compared to how much he's got, but he still seems to be going through these feelings. Maybe he does still care about $100. You know, maybe he does still see it as being valuable. You should give me the million. So yeah, I wouldn't. Well, the thing is, I'm not going to win the million in the casino because I'm not going to put any money in the casino at any point because I don't want any of that in my life. So we do Genshin Impacts. Genshin Impact's fun and it gives us free stuff. Going a bit serious now. Genshin Impact's fun. It gives us free stuff, and you know that free stuff is that lucky dip. For me, it has and always will be this sexist lucky dip. For me, it has always been this. I don't expect to be able to go and spend 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 quid on it. I expect to get one toy, go and play with it, enjoy it. So that's me. That's how I think we need to approach these things in life. And it's up to you what you want to do. But that's what it feels like to spend real money on Tower of Fantasy. And what it obviously feels like is bad.
We're trying to get the, we're trying to get the fucking, the sword. We're trying to get the sword. Please give me the sword. Please give me the sword. Give me the fucking sword. It's purple, it's not the sword.
See, it feels bad. Yeah? If you want the sword that bad, go and play a game where you can buy the fucking sword. If you want a Big Mac, go to McDonald's and buy a fucking Big Mac. If they're going to sell you a bag with some chips in it, or a chicken burger, or a lucky dip, don't go in that shop. That's not what you're looking for. You catch my drift. You catch my drift. Alright, I'm going to have to get off now because I'm literally sweating through the shirt. I've got family round. Been bitten on the face by a spider. Got to try and edit this and get it up before it becomes irrelevant. So you be good, my little podcast. It's been really good to see Killer Quinn here today. New chatter. Hope to see you back in the future. I will be playing more Genshin Impact live on stream this weekend, regardless of the heat. I will be playing more Genshin Impact live on stream this weekend, and I'm prepared to open this new one and have a look, but to be honest, I don't feel like, you know, being part of the furore. It's too much.